Mjolnir.
Come, Odin. Aha! And then... Aha! Cheers! Ooh! Yeah! Coward! Thor, you barely said anything. How is Loki supposed to know what is happening? I thought your drawings told it just fine. Thor. Well, Odin, why don't you tell the story then? Fine, I will. The trip started with Thor picking me up from Asgard. We first traveled to Frey's home in Midgard. We spent time with Frey and celebrated. After a night, all three of us woke the morning and took Thor's chariot to Valhalla. It was a long path. We had to fight a few silent dragons before being able to make it. Days of relaxation pursued. Then, we all went on a fishing trip to find the Jörmungandr. We found it. We reminded ourselves too late that we didn't bring our fishing rods, so we watched it pass. Then more friends appeared. Jord and Balder showed up at our door. We talked and laughed together and enjoyed each other's company. Frey, Thor, Jord and I went out on the boat this time, but we overpacked the boat and we all tipped. Afterward, Frey and Balder stayed at Valhalla, while Jord, Thor and I went out to fish. They fished and I told my stories to fill the space. Then our final friend appeared, Tia, just as our friend Frey left. And of course we decided to go on an adventure. We took Thor's chariot and was off. In the great beyond there was a beach unlike any other, surrounded by magical green pyramids that hold great mysteries. But to get to it, one must go down the sticky valley of cheese, made of the milk of a dumbling, the cow. The cheese is boiling and sticks to one's skin and pulls you deeper and deeper in. Before climbing down, one of Freya's Valkyries warned me of the challenge, but we continued. It was with strength and determination we climbed to the bottom. We walked the shore talking about everything and nothing. We enjoyed the water and played games. We continued to roam around the great beyond and saw up close the great mysterious green pyramids. We admired until we came across the largest pyramid of them all. Baldur and Jord decided to stay behind, as Thor, Tyr, and I climbed up. As we made it to the top, we met unexpected foes, the Rock and the almighty Phoenix. We did not cower. We held our weapons with strength and fought. We defeated both. When our enemies were defeated, we found at the top of the pyramid our reward: 3 drachmas and the chalice of plenty. When we met back with Baldur and Jord, we started to head back, changed and enlightened. We took a different path than the one first taken, and enjoyed ourselves in what we saw. Then we had to climb back up the sticky valley of cheese, for the climb down felt much different than the climb back up. When we finally got back to the chariot, we were covered with sweat and overheated by saws. We were eager to leave, but Thor's chariot was pulled by rams, and when we came back, one of the rams walked with a limp. How strange. Thankfully, Jord knew the exact healing spell to save the day. When we left, I asked to stop by Mimir's well so that I may bring wisdom to my friends, and that was what happened. We then went to the local blacksmith and shop, and honed our blades and re-upped our supplies. We danced and laughed together when we made it back to Valhalla. Our hearts were light and the conversations were engaging. But poor Jord, he made a fool of himself by over-drinking, and I brought him divine justice, a punch to the face. Jord and I did not leave enemies. He was glad he was rightfully punished. Too much pride unchecked is poison, as is too much alcohol. Before Tyr left, before Jord left, before Baldur left, we had the warriors of Valhalla demonstrate their prowess in a tournament. We watched with satisfaction. And after Baldur, Tyr, and Jord left, it was just Thor and I. We sat enjoying each other's company. Until Thor wanted to go fishing. And this time, the Jörmungandr was caught. Thor smashed the word serpent with his hammer. But his fishing line wasn't strong enough to hold. It broke, and Jörmungandr fled. Thor was pissed. He wanted to plaque the Jörmungandr on his wall. Then it was time for Thor and I to leave. Thor brought me back to Asgard, where we met our wives, Thor's wife Sif and my wife Frigg. We made a promise on Gungnir that day, a promise I will keep to myself. Thor then returned home, back to Midgard. I look forward to when I see my friends again, and the adventures we will go on. But until then, here I am, telling you a story. Please, go on adventures with your friends, and the absurdity that will follow. Ha ha! How grand! Yes, that's all well and good, but now it's my turn. Your turn? Give me Gungnir, and let me tell you a real story. Loki? Why didn't you invite me, Odin? I did. You said no. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't regret it. Loki,